All right, let me see. I'm going to call a few people that I know are here, and then we'll take some check-ins, and we'll give it to Jay. Let me talk to Matt a little bit more. Hey, KK5DR, Matt, tell us how you been, K5LYN.
Well, I've been fine, just working and doing my chores here, and so I haven't been getting on. I've just been busy. And I by far have the newest radio on the net. It's like 2 weeks old, new ICOM 7610.
Well, it's doing a nice job, and you being a vintage net person, that alone qualifies a person, because I can remember you doing nets from the time I first got on out in Bastrop County, and that was back in the 80s. Of course, I was on in the 1960s, too, but that was when I was in the area. Good to hear you. By the way, I'm on the Heathkit Marauder from about 1961, driving the Collins 30L1 and listening on a Drake 1A, the first Drake receiver from 1957. Matt, anything else on your end before I pick up somebody else?
No, I'm fixing to eat here, but my dinner is cooking as we speak, so go ahead there. Catch you all around. KK5DR.
Okay, good to hear you. I'm going to pick up TXW and CD, and then Jim, I think I heard him in there too. So what did I say? Did I say George? Did I talk to you first? TXW, how about it?
Well, I'm here, WB5TXW. By the way, Lynn, no noise coming out of the speaker as I talk, meaning my voice. So perhaps things are A-okay. So anyway, on the S line, 32S175S3, 30L1, all the rest of that stuff, and 75-meter dipole, and right here, just waiting for the rain. Over.
Yeah, I went out there and scattered grass seeds around my place out at Sherwood Forest, assuming that was fixing to happen, ryegrass seeds. Okay, George, it's sounding great. You know, just moving those cables around, I think we just had some corrosion on a mute cable there, and it may come back, but we know what to do about it. All right, sounding good, George. How about Mr. Mike, KL7CD? Mike, bring us up to date. Over to you.
Okay, thank you very much there, Lynn. This is Kilo Lima 7 Charlie Delta down in New Braunfels, Texas, where it's been pretty cool the last couple of days. Actually had to wear a jacket. And it's great to be on the Boat Anchors Unlimited net and talk to all my friends that are boat anchor enthusiasts. Tonight I'm running a Yaesu, a different rig than I usually run. I usually have the Helicopters Twins, but tonight I've got the Yaesu Fox Tango 901, which is a hybrid rig, and I've got the monitor scope sitting here next to it and the matching speaker, and I hope I'm doing okay. The amplifier is a Heathkit Sugarbaker 201, which is the same as the 200, except it doesn't have 10 meters. And I'm running about 500 watts, something like that, and running it out via coax to a dipole up about 25 feet. So I hope I'm making the trip okay. I am running a processor, so I hope it sounds okay. And I got this neat thing on this rig that I don't have on any of my other boat anchors called an attenuator. And you punch that in and it gives you 20 dB of attenuation. And for strong signals like we have tonight, it cuts the noise way down. Of course, the S meter doesn't reads a little low. I just wanted to tell George there, TXW, when I turn the attenuator off, he's running 50 over. And when I turn it on, he's running about 30 over. So I guess 20 dB is pretty accurate. And this thing drifts, even though it's a solid state rig, except for the final amplifier stage, which is 3 tubes, a driver, and a pair of 6146Bs. And it's a PTO, permeability tuned oscillator like Collins had, but it's not near as good because it does drift. Once I let it warm up for about an hour, and you know what's interesting, Lynn, you say the other tubes have to warm up. If I don't turn the heaters on the 6146s, and just run the solid state part of the rig and let it warm up. As soon as I turn the heaters on those final tubes and the driver, then immediately it starts drifting again. So if you want to be on frequency, you need to turn it on ahead of time and make sure you have on what they call the heaters, which is the filaments on the tubes. That's it from here, Lynn. Back to you, K5LYN, KL7 Charlie Delta.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, that's basically what I was saying a while ago. If you want one of these to actually be stable, it's all got to be on per hours, and I may not have achieved that yet. Somebody will tell me, I guess, as we get into this. The radio sounds fine, Mike. It's a little bit more on the mechanical side compared to your Hallicrafters. You know, it's not exactly your voice we're hearing, but it's perfectly good. It's doing a good job. You'd be heard around the world with it, so you can feel good about that radio. About what year? Mid-'70s, maybe?
Yes, sir.
This one has actually a date on the back of 1978, and I think that was the early stage of the 901. I think they made it up to about 81, 82, something like that, QSL.
Okay, I was guessing about right. Somebody said info?
Yes, sir. This is Jake. I have some information for Mike if he's interested. There is a gentleman named Billy back east a little ways. His call is Alpha Delta 4 Papa Foxtrot 84PS. He has the service manual for an ST901DM, and he will ship it to you for, sell it to you shipped and all for like $10 or $15. If you're interested, Mike, I'll give you his phone number.
Okay, what is it that he has for sale?
The service manual for that rig you're on.
Yeah, well, I've got the original manual. I don't have, maybe it's like a car, you got the manual in the glove box, and then you have a service manual. It's about 4 inches thick and costs $100. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, pretty much. Only he'll sell it and ship it for $15.
Well, if it's better than the service, the standard operating manual, I'd be interested if you want to. Is he good on QRZ?
He probably is. I've got his phone number here if you want it.
Okay, go ahead and give me the phone number.
Yeah, it's area code 731-676-7882. 731-676-7882. Roger?
Yeah, Roger. 731-676-7882. I got it. I'll probably give him a call and see what he's got.
Yeah, that's pretty cheap, because those Yaesu manuals are pretty comprehensive. You can pretty much rebuild the whole darn thing, including how to take it apart and put it back together.
Okay, Jay, thanks a lot. Back to you, Lynn.
Okay, good place to get good information is this net right here. All right, I'm going to talk to WJ5MS, Jim. If he's there, then I'll take a couple of check-ins, then I'll give it to you, Jay. Hey, Mr. MS, Jim, you there? K5LYN.
Yes, sir, Lynn, I certainly am. And thus far, everybody's sounding real good down here. WJ5MS down here in far, far, far away Texas, with a beautiful day today. Didn't get up to to the heat that they said it was, but it was still a beautiful day. And so is this TS-820 we're still talking on. We're putting all of this little energies over there in an SB-220. Coming to you with about, 750, 800 watts, something like that, and just enjoying the dickens out of seeing all these tubes glowing. And I have to make a comment about George up there. Ever since, I think, last year when he changed that microphone, he's just been blowing and going down here and still is. George, good signal. With that, I'll turn it back to you there, Lynn, before we run out of van for the rest of them. 73s.
Thank you, WB5TXW, but Lynn helped me out. It wasn't all me. WB5TXW back to net.
Yeah, thank you for the report, Jim. Yeah, it was microphone and antenna we talked George into putting up a dipole instead of that loop, which was really past its prime. It may have been good when it went up there, but it was past its time. And everybody has concurred it made for a better signal. In fact, when I listen to the recordings that Matt makes, sometimes he's stronger than I am. So it worked. All right, let's see. Who else have we got for the boat anchors? K5LYN calling and listening.
This is KA5, the Zulu Papa Delta, Shepherd, Texas.
Okay, there's a bunch in there. ZPD, David, is that you?
This is David in Shepherd. Good evening.
Hey, talk to us. You're loud here.
All righty, thank you. KA5, Zulu Papa Delta. The name's David in Shepherd, Texas. And I'm on my Drake station tonight. This is a B-line, the T4XB transmitter, and the R4B receiver. And it got pretty brand new blue lights in it. And I'm using the L4B amplifier tonight, running probably close to about 800 or 900 watts. I am absolutely standing on top of her. I'm getting her blowed out tonight, I guess. Anyway, I'm getting ready to put the new feed extenders on these radios and all like that. They're just going to powder puff them up here. Anyway, thank you for letting me come in here. And this is KA5ZPD, back to net control.
Hey, David, every time I hear your station, it reminds me, there's a pair of Collins radios that are known as the Gold Dust Twins, the first Collins single sideband transmitter and receiver combo, and they're quite expensive today, and they work very, very nicely. But if there's a Drake version of the Gold Dust Twins, that's your station right there. I was just listening to it tonight. Over.
Oh, okay. That's got to be a huge compliment. I appreciate that very much.
Yeah, it is. It's good. It's good every week. Beautifully done. All right. Let me have one more before I give it to Jay. Who else is out there? K5LYN.
WA5EIJ.
Okay, I'm going to talk to two people, OJB and EIJ. Denver, OJB. What's happening in Gonzales?
Oh, rent and taxes, and that's it. So if I figure out how to stop that, we'll all be in good shape. But, yeah, everything's good down here. I'm still on the 101 and the FL 2100 and the 844 microphone, Yazoo microphone. And I won't hold this ticker stuff because I don't want to take a chance on the band dropping. So y'all go ahead. OJB, out of here.
I was on 20 this weekend, and it was better than it's been in about 3 months. And I wondered if we're going to get a break here and get a little bit better propagation. You got a nice signal, Denver. Mr. EIJ, Joseph, it's been too long since we talked. How you doing? Over to you, K5LYN.
Howdy, Lynn, and thanks for calling it. And Jay, same to you, KM5QS. This is WA5EIJ, Joseph in Magnolia. You guys are listening to a Central Electronics 200V made in about 1962. I'm listening to you guys on a Drake R4 Charlie. And, Lynn, I'm going to pass it back so you and Jay can carry on because we love lose it any time, and we really appreciate y'all's help. Thank you. Over.
Sounded good, Joseph. And the other project that I didn't quite get on was another version of my 10 Central Electronics 10A and Drake R4 transceive station. But I should have it on sometime during the week or certainly by next Wednesday, so I'll bring you up to date on that because we need to keep more Central Electronics on the net even during these down times. Good to hear you. Okay, KM5QS. Hey, Jay, your turn. Take a shot at it. K5LYN.
Okay, we'll give it a shot. This is, hello, what happened to my, I'll be doggone. For some reason or other, it's, I'm thinking it's just my meter. So I'm going to keep going. If you can't hear me, let me know, and I'll try to pump something up. This is Jay, KM5QS on my Collins KWM2A, 30L1, homebrew antenna tuner, homebrew ladder line, and antenna. Everything put together. I had too many spare parts. I had to turn them into making them work for a living. They were just playing around, taking up space. Boat Anchors Unlimited net season, and I know there's a bunch of you out there, so I'll be quiet. And who wants to check in? Come now. WOF. K5R. Okay, I got WOF and WK5R. Go ahead, Dale.
Good evening, Jay and Lynn and everyone on the Boat Anchors Unlimited net. This is Dale K5WOF, and I'm using my favorite boat anchor set, the Drake Twins, the T4 XB and the R4B through a Heil vintage GM mic, and putting out about 500 watts there through the FL 7000 solid state amp. Looking for an accompanying amp for the Beeline, and I'll find one here pretty soon that's priced right. So I won't hold it very long, but in parting, Lynn, this comment's directed to you. You must like mowing your grass to plant winter rye, because you'll be out there in February mowing. Hi. So on that note, greetings to all. I hope we have a nice net, and I hope it holds up for everybody to be able to get in. K5WOF, back net control.
Okay, Dale, good deal. You guys sounding good, and good luck on finding that amp. They're getting few and far between, but they're still out there. There's some in QTH this evening, so you might get lucky. You never know. Alrighty, Mr. Rusty, come on down.
Hey, good evening, Jay, and everybody else on the Boat Anchor Net. Well, I'm cheap tonight. I didn't get in time to warm up the 101, so I'm on the 107. It's almost a Boat Anchor. It's the very first solid state rig that Yazoo made. It's an FT107M. And I'm driving the homebrew GS35B with it. The microphone is a Bowel Movement 800. One of them little $14 mics. Anyway, that's about all I've got this evening, except for I still got that FTM 300 Helicopters for sale. It probably needs a 6KD6 in it. I don't know. It does transmit, but it doesn't put out any power, so I'm figuring it's that. You can't hear it on another radio. I would take $100 plus shipping on that, or might be willing to deal a little bit. And I've still got that Swan 500, the plain Swan 500. Basically a parts radio. It probably could be fixed, but there's a coil, one of those adjustable coils that's broke on it. So that might be something if you need a band switch or anything else for a Swan there. Now that for about $50 or make me an offer. Anyway, if you're interested in either one of those, you can look me up. I'm good on QRZ for email, or you can call me on the phone at 903-873-3135. Again, that is 903-873-3135. And if you call me at some time that I do not answer, please leave a message so I know it's not a junk call. Back to you, Jay, WK5R.
Okay, Rusty, good deal. Well, glad to hear you. Hadn't heard you for a little while. And I'll do this real quick so we can see how many we can get in here this evening before the band decides to leave us. But in case anybody couldn't hear Rusty very well, he's got a couple of radios. He's got I don't know, it might be a rare radio. It's a Hallicrafters transceiver. It's a FTM 300, I think, or something. I think that's pretty close to what the nomenclature is. It goes into transmit mode, but it's not putting any power out, so it may need a tube, a driver, or a little tender loving care. He said $100 plus shipping, and he could be persuaded to put it in your house. He's also got a Swan 500 that also needs some work. Probably selling it as a parts radio. $50 or best offer, and help on the shipping. And you can reach him at 903-873-3135. 903-873-3135. In case any of those items tickle your fancy. Rusty's also good on QRZ for email. Whiskey Kilo 5 Romeo. So, thanks, Rusty. We'll catch up with you later. KM5QS with Boat Anchors Unlimited. Who's next?
WA5 Victor Golf Oscar.
Kilo Alpha 5, Lima Yankee Lima.
Okay, let me start with Doug and I'll work my way down. Go ahead, IS.
Yeah, good evening, Jay, and all everybody on the net that can hear me. I'm running a TR4 tonight, back to all tube again, and running it barefoot, about 200 watts out to a double bazooka dual bander up about 35, 40 foot in the air, and you're booming in here, Jay, so it's good between us, and hope it holds up for a while longer. I'm using a Shure 4 mic on those rates. But anyway, that's about all I got. Won't try to hold it, W5IS.
Okay, Doug. Good deal. That's great. Sounding pretty good. So keep up the good work. We'll catch you later. Like you said, we don't know what the band's going to do, so see if I can find some more before we run out. Victor Golf Oscar, go ahead. Your turn, sir.
All right, thanks for taking me. This is WA5 Victor Golf Oscar. Daryl, I'm near Houston and Kingwood, and running the latest acquisition. Just picked this thing up a couple of weeks ago. This is a Swan 400, and using that to drive a homebrew amplifier to legal limit and feeding a dipole antenna. And haven't made but a couple of contacts with this thing since I got it, so hopefully it sounds okay. Thanks for picking me up, and always enjoy the net.
Okay, Daryl, it sounds good. Swans have good audio. If they're any kind of good shape at all, they always seem to have pretty good audio, and yours is no exception. Sounds like you're doing a good job. Appreciate you checking in. Come on back. Now move on down the road to, I believe that's Todd, LYL. Go ahead.
BZ. Oh, and Ron's in here too. KG5BZ just checked in as well. Alright, KA5LYL, Todd, Corpus Christi. And let's see, I better bring this mic over here to me. I think I went a little bit too low with the microphone gain. Anyway, KA5LYL, Todd. There we go, Corpus Christi. And I do not currently own any boat anchor equipment. I got a VHF, a real nice Kenwood TMV 71A. I'm going to try to unload sometime. Not here, I know. You don't have to tell me, it's okay. But yeah, I got a couple of things up my sleeve where I might be able to put myself into a vintage rig. At some point, not sure. But let's see. I'm on the oldest thing currently in the radio room right now is I'm trying to go slow I'm trying to go fast because I get ate out if I go too long anywhere, so I'm just trying not to. It's my Meritron AL80. This is an original AL80 that I'm using, that I'm driving with this rig. And it's got an original IMAX 3-500Z tube in it. Outside of that, the radio's modern. It's a TS590SG. And they call these the Genesis microphones, the HM12. And, and then the tuner's just whatchamacallit. You know what? I do have one item for sale that is vintage related. It's a Drake. It's the tuner I'm using is a MSJ 962 Charlie. No, D. I'm sorry, D. I do have a Drake Mike November 4, Drake MN4 that matches all the 3 and 4 line Drake stuff. I'd still kind of like to move on down the road if I could get halfway near what I want for it. I'm going to list it for $100, and I'm not too sure whether or not I want to include shipping on that, but that's the only vintage-related item I've got for sale right now. 361-816-7748. 361-816-7748. Thanks for having this net, y'all. I enjoy it every time I get to hear it. KA5LYL Corpus.
Okay, Todd. That's a good deal. And I heard you, Ron. You'll be next. Todd's got a Drake MEN4. It's 200-watt antenna tuner for the Drake. Some of the earlier Drakes are actually, it's a 200-watt tuner. You can put it behind anything. $100. And it might be $100 shipped. Don't know. You'll have to talk to him and find out. 361-816-7748. Area code 361-816-7748 for a Drake MN4 tuner. See you later, Todd. Okay, Ron, KG5BZ, go ahead.
All right, thank you, Lynn. I can't believe I got heard this week, but thank you. Good band conditions. Hello to the net and everybody. Good 73s to all. Thank you for having the net, you and Lynn, and keeping up with it. I've got nothing to buy, sell, or trade. The rig here, I'm on the Swan 175. I've got it going through, what is this? I think it's not Alpha Delta, Ameritron. The next one up from what Todd had, the Alpha model, 80A. An unamplified fan with the D10A head, Alpha Delta DXCC 10 through 80 dipole, apex up about, 25, 6 feet or so. Not a straight V or an inverted V, but it's more straight V than inverted. The apex 25, 6, 7, the ends are tied off on palm trees. They're still left here on the property, 10, 12 feet off the ground. That's all I got. Back to net. Thank you. Hope I don't have RF. The last time I was here, I got the caps replaced on the power supply for the Swan 175. For the what was that? The electrolytic caps for the final tube, and I forget. I think they're 6 volt, but anyway, something not 6LFQs, 6s, whatever. Kind of a weird tube. The stamp on the back of the radio says what? 1954, 1956. Swan 175. Back to net. KG5BZ.
Okay, Ron. Congratulations. You got your audio straight. I mean, I don't hear any of the roughness, the RF, or anything else. It sounds like a Drake. I'm sorry, it does not. It sounds like a swan. But they're both aquatic birds anyway, so that's close enough. Thanks for checking in, Ronnie. You got it sounding pretty good. Alrighty, who else for the Boat Anchors Net while we still have a band?
W5XU. WB5, RON.
Okay, W5, David, W5XU, go ahead, and I'll pick you up after him, Ron.
How you doing, Jay? Good morning to everybody. Well, good morning. I have K5EF in the shack with us. Talking on the Drake TR7 and the L7 amplifier to an 80-meter dipole up about 60 feet. Everybody sounds good, Jay. You're 30 over 9 here in Covington, so you have a very nice signal. Was able to copy most everybody fine, no problem at all. Back to you. Good to hear from W5XU.
What a pair, WA5EIJ.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
That was Joseph telling me it's about 20 down.
Go the head of your class, young man. Thanks, Jay.
Yeah, I think there are a number of us belong to that 20 cycle club, and then we ain't talking about swims either. Good deal, David, and hello, Nick. Good to hear you, or hear that you're out there anyway. Alrighty, I hate to rush, but we don't know how long we got the band for, so W5RON, your turn, sir.
Yes, this is Ron, WB5RON, and I'm over here on my Swan 500 CX with, with SS16 special Collin filters. But I do have if somebody needs it, I have an excellent VFO for a Swan. It's a 410 Charlie and the crystal box, and it is very nice condition.
Okay.
Again, I said it's 410 Charlie, external VFO for a Swan, and the crystal box. Very, very nice.
Okay, were you wanting to sell that or trade it or something?
Well, just somebody give me a call if they're interested. It's just sitting here. I'm not using it.
Oh, okay. All right. How do we contact you?
Okay. Phone number is 405 615 2260.
I believe I got it. 405 615 2260. Any of you fellas out there with a Swan that could use a very clean, very nice condition 410 VFO, Ron, WB5RON, up there near Oklahoma City somewhere, there where all them drag racers hang out, has got one, and if you're interested, give him a call and y'all might work something out. Anything else for the net, Ron?
Well, I have the crystal box that matches it, and like I said, it's very nice condition. I'm on a Swan, but it don't match mine. I'm on a Swan 500 CX, and it's been stored for 40 years, and it's immaculate condition. I hope it sounds that way. I've had it, went through, and it's putting out about 400, and but anyway, back to the net, WB5RON.
Okay, Ron. Yeah, good deal. Yeah, it sounds like a Swan. They always have some good audio. Ron also has the crystal box that goes with that VFO. The only reason he's not using it is it doesn't match his 500. So once again, his phone number, if anybody's interested, is 405 615 2260. Lynn, before we lose the band, I'll let you have some more fun. KM5QS, back to you.
Okay, let's do that. My frequency still okay? K5LY.
Sounds great to me.
All right. Hey, I have something for the watch list. I forgot it. So before the band plays down, I'm looking for the ECN-SB10.
Jay, this is Joseph. I've completely lost Lynn.
I need one that looks pretty nice. So I'm looking for a ECN-SB10 to match with a Collin 310B. And that's going to be the first time a SB10 ever was made into a Collin. So I want one. So it can be found on QRZ.com. Okay, here I am on the Hit Barometer once again. This we have for the net. K5LY. Well, I noticed the band was playing out when David's gone. Maybe it's gone already. Anybody else out there get it? He wants to gone? K5LY.
Howdy, Lynn.
Okay, Kyle. Hey, we can hear each other at one play. How you doing? Yeah, I figured that I Okay, that's how you might be the last guy. Anybody else out there wants to go boat anchors tonight? See if I know why they're listening. When it closed down. All right, I'm going to stand by. Turn the frequency over to anybody else who wants to talk, and we'll try this again next week. If I know why they're listening out.
Thank you for being here, Lynn. 73 KG5BZ.
Yeah, Lynn, you're 20 over in Corpus Christi, N5 WRX.
I got a relay for you, Lynn. WRX wants to check in.
I don't think I hear you.
Yeah, I doubled with you. This is N5 WRX. You're 20 over here in Corpus Christi. No, negative, Lynn. We have not talked before.
Well, and you may not know you come across the boat anchors that year. You were here at the East Ship Barossa about 1961.
Sounds really good. Sounds really good. Good, strong signal down here in Corpus Christi. Now, I use an old Omni 6, not quite a boat anchor, but I listen every now and then.
Well, remind me your name.
My name here is Bill. Name is Bill.
Okay, Bill. Nice signal into Austin, but we used to start at 7:30, but that was current, like today's propagation, so we've just been starting whenever anybody gets through with eating dinner and wants to come in here and turn on the radio. We did pretty well today, but glad you came by, and thank you for the report.
Alrighty, fine business. Thank you much for running the net. Sounds like an interesting net, and we'll have to listen more often. N5 WRX.
Contact.
I started asking what you taking your coffee. It sounds like you're sitting here in the shack with me, WK5R.
Yeah, you're good too. Somebody said contact. Who was contact?
BZ. WRX QSY to 3812, please.
QSY.
KG5BZ.
I guess I'll go to KA501.
Yeah, I was going to tell. I think it's Daryl down there and somewhere down there around Houston that had the 400. If he needs any parts, holler at me. I've got a 400 parts rig and I've got a 420 VFO.
He's an old friend of mine. He used to walk up on AM a lot. He's quite a great technician.
Roger. Yeah, that old 400 I got a broke band switch in it. I've been using some parts out of it myself, but he did say ever need some parts for that thing, I might have it. And I got an extra VFO if he needs one.
You know, you were talking about that how does it look?
Looks pretty darn good.
Well, we next time we're on Madison might bring it up. I'm not going to take a look at it.
Yeah, I had it at Belton with me down there this time. Although I had to get Jay to come part way and bring me down there.
Well, I know you were having vehicle trouble at the time, and I I was pulling out about the time you were trying to get organized out there, so I didn't take a look at it. But
yeah, it's actually a hybrid rig too.
The more solid state that's in these radios, the more we have trouble.
Yeah, it's very much like an 820. The receiver, I believe, is solid state, but it has a 12BY78 driver and a single 6KD6 final in it, I think.
Yeah, you can use a 6L or a 6L in there too. There's a 1210 sweep tube, and there's several things that'll put in there. But 6KD6 is probably solid as the best one.
Yeah, that's what it actually transmits, and you can hear it on another radio, but it doesn't put out any power. So, and I checked the 12BY78. My tube tester will test that, but I can't test those power sweep tubes.
Well, no, but if you don't have any RF bolts, you're not going to do the grid. You have an RF bolt in your back. That's the key right there.
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately, I don't have one of those.
Yeah, it's kind of tricky, and he's one that reads accuracy is even harder. But if you get a ballpark figure of, 40 or 50 volts, something like that.
Yeah. I don't know if that show up on a regular post either, but I can check voltage on the pins.
No, I guess you could use a digital voltmeter, but you've got to put an RF look and see what it does.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, RF probe. I just fixed to say that, but you beat me to it.
I've never tried one with a digital. It ought to work.
Yeah, I do have an analog meter that I could plug one of those into if I could find in the handbook how to build one.
You usually use a vacuum voltmeter, and I think it's more apt to work with a digital, meter than a regular voltmeter.
Okay, well I got several digital meters.
You ought to Google that question and see if that would work. I never have done that.
I'll have to do that. Oh yeah, you're about 20, 25 over.
I think we were in trouble when I started
Yep, somebody's tuning up there. Yeah, I couldn't hardly hear Ron up there, but usually I can hear Ron pretty good, but I couldn't hardly hear him tonight, and I think he may be closer to me than you are. I'd have to look him up to see exactly where he's at. Oh, Ron's up. RON is up in Oklahoma.
Oh, that? Oh, yeah. Well, I was talking about BZ wrong. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I wasn't talking about BZ. I was talking about RON. Yeah.
Yeah, I can still hear both of y'all pretty good. I can still hear that damn bird, too.
Really? I got a room full of you, Jay.
Anyway, I was, just about the time you started talking when Joseph came in and said that he had lost you completely, so I figured the man pretty much gone away.
Still hear Ted up like everything's okay.
That's what's fun about radio. You never know.
Boy, these times you sure don't.
You got that right. Oh, hello, Charlie.
Good evening, Lynn. Kilo Echo 5, Quebec. How's the weather down there?
Well, it's cold, Jim. It's
Yeah, we had 29 here the last 2 mornings, so I know it's cold in Central Texas, too.
Yeah, didn't I hear somebody else besides you, Jim, who was in XP?
That's Charlie down in Lafayette.
Whiskey Bravo 5, November X-Ray Delta.
Just when we thought the band was dying, maybe
My base. Good evening, Charlie.
Good evening, Henry.
It's not Henry, it's Rusty.
Oh, it's Rusty?
Roger.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're still fine.
Oh, hey, Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Yeah, you're right on there, Lynn.
Hey, Dan.
Good evening, Dan.
Pretty much, but whatever.
Just checking. What are you talking about? He's just maybe 101 and jump here, but I thought I would come in later.
You don't have a SB10 laying around, do you?
Oh, okay. Well, if you find one, Lynn needs one.
Okay.
Well, I got a room full of you, Dan.
You found you too, Justin. Well, it's some young staying on the way.
Well,
I just saw he shot like you, man. I gotta put my sunglasses on, I think.
Sounds kind of like the lights here at my shack.
Those babies are bright. For $19, you can't beat it.
I got one fixture up here. It's a 4-foot fixture, and it's got 4 of those little fluorescent tubes that are about an inch in diameter.
Same thing as got here right in the garage.
And it's got wooden ends on each end of it.
Oh, that's fancy.
Yeah, well, I bought it when I had my insurance money when the house burnt down.
Hey, Rusty.
Yeah, go ahead.
Tell Dan I to pump it up.
Is that you, Chad?
No, that was Delbert.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Delbert said tell you to pump it up, Dan.
Where's Delbert? What the hell is he doing up so late?
I don't have a clue.
he's waiting for 3,900. He's going to get an early start.
I guess so, man.
Yeah, you never know when it's going to wake up.
Hey, Delbert.
Hey, hello, Trevor. Good evening, Delbert.
Yeah, good evening, Dan. I hear you, but we're very light to one another, I imagine.
Oh, my supper's ready. I'll see y'all in a bit. KM5QS.
You sound good up here in Plano, Delbert, KE5Q.
Hey there, Jim. You sound mighty fine down this way, too. All the way from Plano, Texas.
Plano what?
Plano.
That's weird. I can still hear Jim over here. We're only about 30 miles apart.
You gonna be on? You been getting on 220 in the mornings, Delbert?
Yeah, but there hadn't been nobody much joining me.
Well, why don't you come up? If you're up, come up to 250 there. But maybe, even before 6:30. I'm usually listening around 6:20.
Yeah, okay. I do. I see y'all's signal. And there's a straggler every once in a while comes on there, Kent, and once in a while somebody else. But it's been very few on 220 here lately.
Yeah, Sammy's been
poor
sick.
Conditions or something.
Yeah, I said Sammy's been sick.
Yeah, he got the crud. Good evening over there, Lake Charles, Charlie. I guess he pulled out. I heard him a while ago, but I don't hear him no more. I guess the band fell out, Jim. I don't hear nobody.
Oh, I think there's a bunch of people in here. KE5Q.
Yeah, I still hear you, Jim, and I still hear Delbert. I got a room full of Delbert.
That's because I'm worldwide, man.
Yeah.
I got my Delbert filter on.
Hey, Sammy.
It has to be really, really wide if you're going to have a Delbert filter. How wide is it?
Pretty selective.
Gator November Kilo or Zebra November Kilo?
November Kilo.
Okay, good evening. WK5R.